Let's now talk about the convert to commandlets. This is going to give you the ability to take normally the content that is put out to your screen and convert it into another form of storing data. You will see in this table there are different ways that you can convert information. The top 3 being the primary ones you will work with. You will notice that you can convert your output to a CSV format, you can convert it to an HTML string, and you can even convert it to a JSON string, which gives you the ability to output that information to a file to be stored or read by potentially other applications. You can also convert information from other types of content, such as converting from a CSV or converting from a JSON file. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at this in a demonstration. We are going to open up PowerShell on DC1. And the first command we are going to run is one we have seen before. Get-event log, specifying the log name of security this time. And we only want to see the newest 10. You can see that there's been a couple of times I've logged on and logged off of the computer. Let's now take that information and pipe this to a convert to CSV. Doesn't look very readable now, does it? Quite a bit of information stored in a comma-separated form. But if we take this and pipe it to an out file and save it to the POSH directory and name the document security-log.csv, we now can open that file with Notepad. So we are going to use a shortcut with PowerShell and type Notepad and then open c:\posh security-log.csv. Now keep in mind, Notepad is not a commandlet, but it is an executable command that we can run from PowerShell. Now notice that this is in a comma-separated form, and it may be potentially more readable if you're using something like Microsoft Excel and showing it in a table. The nice thing about being in a CSV is other applications will be able to understand that data in most cases. Let's now type get content from that file we just created, and then we are going to pipe this to a convert from statement. And we are going to convert it from a CSV since that is the way that it is stored. And you will see now it is showing that information in a more readable form in PowerShell. Let's do the similar thing with get process. So when we run get process alone, it shows us a table of the processes currently running. We can take that and we can convert it to an HTML document. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't enjoy reading HTML within PowerShell. So let's output this to a file. And let's save it under the POSH directory and name it processes.html. Now that we have run that, let's go ahead and open Internet Explorer. And what we want to do is we're actually going to navigate to c:\posh processes.html. And you will see this information is currently stored in a large table and browsable through Internet Explorer. Now, this is also showing every single property that is available for the process objects. You may want to narrow that down more when you're actually displaying this to potentially a web page. But maybe that's not good enough for us. We got the processes and we converted it to HTML, but maybe we need to have some kind of date stamp on these files. So we can add another parameter to the convert to HTML, which has pre-content. And what this is going to do is use a parenthetical command of getDate and insert the current date at the top of the file on when it was generated. Now, I also need to add a force parameter to the end of the out file since it has to overwrite a file. And now if I go back into Internet Explorer and navigate to that same file, you will see that the date is now displaying at the top of the page. That way we know how current this information is.